program is part of the Scene Project's podcast network. The Scene Project features interviews with independent musicians, comedians, and artists from across the Midwest. Become part of our community and support local art wherever you are.
Streams filling our hands, begging to be solved, remembering the lives we've lived before, searching for answers out in the void. We're all just restless girls and boys, looking for keys to open the door. Time's everlasting, time never lasts. Seconds slipping from my grasp, holding you closer, holding our breath. Observing the march of time as the present quickly fades into our past. Swimming in circles now and we can't get out and we can't get off this ride. A vessel is tossing in the waves. Step up the shadows, no need to hide. Our future is rising with the tide. The only thing we need to be is brave. Time's everlasting, but time never lasts. Quite as long as we wanted to. Watching seconds slipping from my grasp, holding you closer, holding our ground. Observing the march of time as the present quickly fades into our past.
Welcome into another exciting episode of The Scene. I am your host, Bubba Startz, and this is Unsigned Hype. This is our daily music extravaganza hosted by myself and my good friend, AJ Waller from across the pond. AJ, how's the weather in the UK today?
It is freezing cold.
Yeah, I don't
blanket
think you know
weather.
what cold actually is, sir, but that's okay. That's okay. Is there snow on the ground? Yes.
I no.
Okay. Well, in America,
It's wet though. It's wet. It's wet, as in it's raining, and we've got Hurricane Bert coming tomorrow. I bet you don't have Hurricane Bert.
No, I don't. I pretty much don't understand 40% of what you're saying all the time. But we make it work, AJ. It's amazing that we've gotten as far as we have. AJ, why don't you, I want you to take the top here. I'm still sharing the show out in everywhere. Hey, y'all, that's our buddy, Willie, Soul Impact, host of another podcast here on the Scene Projects Network. But AJ, I kind of want to give you the floor here for a minute so I can do some work behind the scenes, but tell everyone what to expect from the show today, and I'll pick you back up here in a minute or two.
Okay, so we are got lots and lots planned for the show this afternoon, this evening, or wherever you are. So this afternoon in America and this evening in the UK, it is 7:05 in the UK. Wherever you are in the US, it's probably 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock, or I get completely confused because you've all got different time scales. Anyway, on tonight's show, we have got music coming up from Tegan, also the lovely Debbie Kelly and Joy Dupin. And we've also got on here Clayton Ryan, Brad Morgan, and lots more. we're going to add them as we go along. So we have our music that we play for everybody, and we will let some good tunes be flowing for the next hour or so. We've also got our news, up and coming news from our Christmas party, which is on the 21st of December for Make a Wish Foundation. We'll be telling you more about that on the show and all the other madness and mayhem which goes on at the Spotlight Unsigned Artist Show. There you go. That's what's coming up.
Awesome job. Appreciate you taking the reins there for a moment. Wanted to make sure we got this shared out in the other Facebook groups and around there. So yes, like AJ just stated, we're going to be playing a lot of independent music for you today. I brought in 3 songs from some gentlemen that are good friends of mine that are some of the most talented people I've ever met, and likewise for AJ and the songs that he brought in. So we bring you a little bit of a, this is a genre-less show, so you never know what you're going to hear, but we promise you that you are going to love every bit of it. You're going to love hearing new artists that you probably haven't heard of yet. And if you have, we hope that you share this show with them and let them know that you saw it on the Scene Projects. We would love for you all to subscribe and to hit that notification bell as well, wherever you are at. Now, you will see the best part of the shows on the YouTube channel for the Scene Projects or for Phoenix Rise Management, music mentorship over there. But you get the best version of the show over on the YouTube channel, and we could always use your help with the subscription over there. You can follow us on social media wherever you're seeing us, and then some. I'm also live on my TikTok. AJ's probably live on his TikTok as well. We are everywhere, and we are going to continue to do this every single day of the week, minus the weekends, because, well, we need a life, and I host several other shows that need my attention as well. So it pretty much comes down to I'm doing too much, and I'm not going to stop, right? So appreciate you all tuning in with us today. AJ, I want you to go ahead and share the first song and kind of dial this one up. And then after that song, we'll come back and tell everyone about the Christmas party coming up and all the great things that we are doing out there. But go ahead. What's going to be our first song today, AJ?
I'm not doing the first song first. I need to get this off my head. Right, come back on the stage. Okay, seriously, let's talk about, like, stage presence. Okay, so I'm sitting here with a blank wall, and you've got a teddy bear. What's the teddy bear's name?
That is Ham.
That is Ham.
He is the Skull Pig. He is a representative for our Vikings show. I usually put his little Vikings hat on, and he has a chain that hangs down. My daughter gave me that. She won it out of one of those. She pulled it out of the bin, AJ.
Excellent. You know, the best way to do those is to literally get a magnet on the window and pull it up and then drop it down. I only know these things because I live in a seaside town. So if anyone wants any top tips on how to win, okay, they're all fixed, they're all rigged, okay. That teddy bear's good. Is that a mascot for the weekend? What happened with the Vikings at the weekend? Did it work?
They won. Yeah, they won 31-0.
God, they won.
I was featured on the post-game show for a even larger podcast than ours. After the show went live in front of about 4,500 fans on their show, sharing our takes. And yeah, it was a great time. Really proud of it. We got some new sponsors. A shout out to Pillars of Valor Coffee. They're a veteran-owned company who give a lot back to the veteran community as well. It was awesome. It was great to be able to quickly turn around the investment they've made on us, which is, undisclosed at the moment. It might cost them more than they could have just paid cash. They don't realize how much coffee I drink, but we were able to turn that around and show them what kind of superpower we bring to this relationship, right? Being the content creator of the year and having that status, it allows us to get into a lot of really cool places and to be able to be featured on these other podcasts and different things. So we were able to bring their name up and share a little bit of them on a much larger platform. And those are the things you get when you're advertising with a company like ours that is experiencing so much growth, is that, yes, we may not have the numbers that some other podcasts out there do right now, but where we are headed is so far beyond that. And the value you get out of it right now, because our prices don't reflect that large following, that really now is the time to get on before we've really launched out into the stratosphere and into outer space where it's just untenable for smaller companies to work with. Right now, you can get kind of grandfathered into something and to grow alongside of us. So that's a big part of what we're pushing right now with the scene projects, network sponsorships, tour sponsorships for our tour coming up in the spring, and just a little bit of support for all the good things that we're trying to do out here in the music community or the sports community, either one. So thank you, AJ. I appreciate you asking about the other shows.
Okay, I only asked you if the Vikings had won and if like what the name of your teddy bear was, and then you went into a big spill like that. You know, we've only got an hour show. You know,
plenty of time.
I believe with the audience, they're all saying they need coffee after that as well. I think I needed coffee, not Coca-Cola. By the way, sponsored by Coca-Cola this evening. I don't know whether we are, but thanks to Pepsi, you know. Anyway, the only other thing I've got to say, and I've got to thank the United States of America for finally admitting, after doing the World Cup draw, even though it was rigged, okay, by the president himself, okay, that you have finally decided to call the great British game of football, not soccer. So I just wanted to applaud my American friends for finally coming to realise that the game of football is football, not soccer. And your president said so. So that was our daily news here on the Unsigned Show.
Boy, it doesn't take much to excite you guys over there in the United Kingdom, does it?
We've had this argument for years. You know, is it soccer or is it football? It's been football across the world for years. They only play in America. It's called soccer.
Yeah,
we've got it back. It's football.
There's very few things in football that you actually use your feet for. So I don't know if it was just like, no, we're not doing. I don't know. Who knows? Who cares?
Anyway, who cares? Back to the show. Right,
this is a music show, AJ. Get to the music.
Show. I will get to the music. Okay, I'll get to the music right now, everybody. Okay. We will get to the music while I find everybody else in my TikTok lounge because they've been like blue wall of death again. Okay, so I'm going to play some music, and I'm going to choose for you today a band that I worked with in Devon, in the UK, and they are literally a group of 15 to 19-year-olds. Absolutely amazing band. Been on BBC Introducing. And also been working really hard with a lot of charities around the UK to bring back music into festivals and also pubs in the UK. Absolutely great band. Please give them a like and give them a follow. And if you know any lead guitarists, they're looking for one right now. So this is 3 Days of Wonder. If I can find what you've done with them. What you've done with them? I've got them. Here we go.
There's nothing left but empty bottles and my misplaced confidence. I try to stitch my pieces back together. You're playing games at my expense. And you're hiding on your own at the lost and found. Only know on your own at the light. lost and found. Only know that I won't let you down. Anyone who knows me knows there'll be no happy ending. My life is all pretending, shopping carts and MTV. All of my intent, lost confidence. When we were young, we had a reason to believe. Now there is nothing holding me down. And nowhere more lost out in, I can't be caught. Hold me down. And nowhere more lost out in, along me has gone on. Anyone who knows me knows there'll be no happy ending. My life is all pretending, shopping carts and MTV. All of my intent, lost confidence. When we were young, we had a reason to believe. Now there is none. No, there's none. There is none. No, none. There is none.
Great stuff there, AJ. Thanks for bringing that one into the show. 3 Days of Wonder.
Welcome. What do you reckon, eh?
Great. Love a good rock song. Great way to kick off the show, get some energy into here. We got our first shout out that I need to make, and I'm going to take this one, AJ. Don't you worry about it. Shout out to Monkey. That is our good friend, Wild Willie. That's his daughter. Thank you so much for listening, guys, there from the great state of Missouri, the Show Me State. We appreciate you guys tuning in, and Monkey, your Uncle Bubba loves you very much. So we absolutely adore everyone for tuning in. Thank you all, new listeners, for tapping into our show this afternoon. This is Unsigned Hype, and this is part of the Scene Projects Network. I am going to share with you all a little bit of what we're doing coming up in a couple of weeks. Less than 2 weeks now, AJ. We got our big Christmas party on the 21st of December.
Wait.
So the Christmas party is going to be a digital Christmas party featuring independent artists. We're going to have special guests come on with the both of us. It'll start at 3 p.m. Central Time, US, 9 p.m. out there in the UK. We're absolutely thrilled to be raising money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. We have our link already set. It's going to be music and a festive atmosphere, including special guests and even more great vibes. AJ, you did this last year. Can you tell us a little bit of how things went last year and what people can expect coming out for the Christmas party in 13 days?
It was a very, very Merry Christmas to all of us. You know, we've been saying about this all week last week, but we'll say about it again this week. And then we're going to say about it again until we actually have the party on the 21st, okay? I want everybody to bring their favorite Santa hat, their favorite Christmas drink, but all in all, your favorite, music to come out to our party, because we are having the party. And I've told Bubba, make sure that he keeps up late, because it sometimes doesn't stop, because once people are in the party mood, they want to keep going on. Okay, so we want your music, we want you here to enjoy the day with us, but we also want you to help us raise some great funds for Make-A-Wish Foundation, okay, to support those children to go and have an amazing time. Maybe meet John Cena, maybe meet The Rock, or you never know, get that amazing trip over to Disneyland. Okay, absolutely amazing charity, and we would like you to help us support them and bring on good Christmas cheers. Okay, so yeah, lots coming up. Okay, and each day we'll be telling you what's been going on. We are getting lots of your singles being sent in for the show as well. Thank you very much for all of you who have sent those in. We will also hopefully be putting together a mini raffle or mini prize ready to be sorted out to raise some great money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And that's how we rolled last year. Let's do better this year, okay? Let's get the funds in.
We have had a ton of music rolling in here into my email. I'm sure you've had the same. We are doing our best and will do our best the day of the show to make sure that everybody's song gets played. It's going to be an awesome time. I couldn't agree with Willie more on that note. It's a time of celebration and a time of looking not just behind at the year that was, but ahead to the year that's coming. And 2026 is going to be what I feel the best year ever for so many of us here at the Scene Projects. None more so than this next artist that I'm going to share with you all. A good friend of mine and someone who has been absolutely taking over in the upper Midwest, releasing some incredible music and bringing a fantastic live show to the scene as well. My good friend Clayton Ryan is the next artist here on the Scene Project's Unsigned Hype. Clayton got his song Better Man. This is one of his older singles. We're going to get some newer stuff here as the show rolls on, but I think you guys are really going to like this one. This is Clayton Ryan with Better Man.
I was making up time, feeling low, running high. My soul was headed southbound. I only made it through the night, chasing tail lights and listening to the engine sound. In the still of the dark, I was searching my heart, wondering if I've been living right. And I still ain't sure, but the love that I've earned got me feeling that I won the fight, yeah. I'm not better than anyone, not anyone other than who I was. And I'm gonna be a better man, yes, a better man. The best I can, and the best is yet to come. It's yet to come. My mind was heavy and my body was weary, held up by my bones and a dream. I was feeling mighty low, like a flower couldn't grow, with the sun beating down on me. Down, down a woman, pockets both empty but stubborn like the day is long. It only made sense that these words in my head were telling me to push on. Better than anyone, not anyone other than who I was. And I'm gonna be a better man, yes, a better man. The best I can, and the best is yet to come. It's yet to come. And you can come on through. I'm lonely and tired, gonna open my eyes. If I only got one, it's gonna be a good life.
That was Clayton Ryan with Better Man. Oh my goodness, Clayton is such a talented individual. Incredible.
Great voice. Absolute great voice. Really
They
lovely
call
to
him the
listen to while I was God.
they call him the Singing Mountain. He's about 6'8". It's a big guy.
Great for basketball. Great for
I'm not
basketball.
I am not small, and he makes me feel short. And what a great guy. He's been on the road consistently for the last 5 years since I've ever known him, but really going out there with his own band, the Clayton Ryan Band. Let me promise you, the live show is even better than what he delivered there on record. He's got a great record. Actually, behind me there, you can see it right below Ham, our Skull Pig, his album Ghost Town, with some great songs on there. Highly recommend you check him out, but you're going to have to do it live because I think he's pulling all of his stuff off of streaming here soon, and relying on his live show and true human connection to advance his career. So big shout out to
People
Clayton
doing that at the
Ryan.
moment. Shout out to all of the artists that are doing it at the moment. There's a real like pull coming away from like all the streaming services and things like that, and there's a lot of artists who are moving back to basically saying, you know, we're fed up with this like getting paid 0.0.0.10p, and we are coming back to the days where we can be having our own rights to our own music, moving over to Bandcamp, even playing live and refusing to go on streaming services. You know, it's a big shout out to streaming services what you do for independent artists, but it's made it so much harder to earn a living as an artist. And I think, you know, artists are kicking back right now, and good on you, independent artists, at the end of the day. And I'm one of them. At the end of the day, I've been choosing whether or not to put mine on streaming services. Yes, I have put it on streaming services in the end, but actually, I was going to go with the actual artist and say, do you know what? If you want to buy my music, you buy it directly.
Indeed. And that is why the importance of a show like this is going to be more and more valuable as time goes on, because we're building a platform ourselves and not one that's looking to exploit the artist to get, because what it is the artist became the marketing department for Spotify and their national artists and their big top names, right? You go out, you drive all of your listeners to your Spotify link, but before they can even listen to your song, they have to listen to 3 of these other artists. And some people just don't have, they just want to hear your song. Well, if they want to do that, then they either have to subscribe and pay Spotify directly to be able to do that. Why not be paying the artist directly? Why not once again go and buy the music directly from an artist? And it doesn't necessarily have to be in a CD. You can send a digital file. By now, the phones have become so powerful that you can send it to someone and have them play. I did my whole album on a single file so that I can send you my whole album for you to listen to. And now you own it. You're not having to go to another service to plug this in and to do it. You can get the whole long time coming EP directly from me and contribute to feeding my family. And I think that's so much more important to fans of music and fans of artists these days, because the jig is up, right? On the Spotify and some of these other streaming platforms, we know what they provide. And for people that know what music they want to listen to or have other means of having their new music brought to them, right? i.e. Unsigned Spotlight or another, podcast of this kind, that they're finding different ways, and we will continue to find different ways until we find a way in which artists get treated fairly. And I can't wait till we can do that for more artists as this show grows. Right now, we are only able to support a few artists per day, but I have a feeling, AJ, that as time goes on, we are going to be able to do so much more and provide so much more to artists as well. And I know that you would echo all of those same sentiments.
I certainly do. And I'm finally just excited the fact that I just logged on to my TikTok. It finally has worked. So I'm just going to say hi to Debbie and also Southern Roots out there, also who's coming to say hi to us on my TikTok show. I totally agree with you, to be honest. Let's bring Unsigned artist to the real place is in their studios making great music like we're hearing tonight, okay? And they can't do that without your support. So please buy their merchandise and where possible, buy their CDs if it's on the table, okay? Or buy their music direct, okay? Because at the end of the day, they're going to get to a point where they ain't going to be able to afford to bring this great music that we're playing to you, okay? So keep supporting them directly. It's because I'm tapping on the screen and not concentrating on what I'm doing. That's what it is. Stop laughing at me, Bubba. Okay? You could just sit there and laugh, okay? You could just sit there and laugh, okay? Anyway, so shall I play the next song? Or you got anything else lined up?
No, you're next. I think we're going to do the bounce back and forth. I like it.
I like the bounce back and forth tonight. Okay, I am going to go for young Tegan, a 16-year-old UK singer-songwriter, and she's got an absolutely beautiful voice, and I'm really pleased to bring it to you all. You know, please, if you want to find any of these singers, please go to our Facebook pages or our social media pages where they are all part of our great collaboration, okay? Tegan Hughes, here she comes.
Started out was great, special bond that could have been fate. It all changed. Why? How do we get to this place? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Tried to clip my growing wings, but now they've grown. So watch me soar. Oh, So watch me soar.
I just got to say, come on, boom. We've got some crackers here in the UK tonight. Okay. We are rocking it here in the UK tonight.
That was great. I don't know. We haven't had a lot of, pop, electronic kind of feel music played on the show so far. So really exciting to hear that from the young Tegan. That was a great song. Awesome track. Very well done.
It was a
She
long
has
time.
a very mature voice
16
for
years
someone
old.
so young. Yeah.
Unbelievable. She's going on to BBC Radio introducing here in the UK. And it's one of those loving stories. You know what I love about youngsters, who are really passionate about the music industry, really want to succeed. And what I love the most is when you get parents who are really 100% behind him. Her father's absolutely amazing guy. He will do everything to promote his daughter. He will be looking for radio stations 24/7 a day, promoters, everything, because he is so proud of his daughter. My sister's the same with my nephew, who's a singer over in Nashville. He's a hip hop artist. And, shout out to all those parents who are actually supporting those kids into the dreams that they want to be doing, in the music industry. It's a tough, tough world out there, but I'm just impressed with the amount of parents who are actually right behind their kids. And to all the ones that are doing that, thank you so much. It's almost as though the parents are the music managers these days. And especially for Tegan, the relationship between her and her dad is absolutely amazing. Well done, guys.
Well, and that's exactly why we started something like the Academy. Shout out to the Scene Projects Academy, which wouldn't be possible without AJ Waller and his company, Phoenix Rise Management and Music Mentorship, is to shepherd in this next generation of songwriters and performers. Because AJ and we can both speak to this, that the music industry has changed so much in our time, right? 20 years ago, everybody you had to cut a demo and then the right people had to get it and you had to get signed. And, it was a totally different road to success, where now a lot of people will teach you that 1,000 true fans and people that love your music that will consistently purchase your music and products as far as merchandise and those things go can survive and make you a living inside of the music world. And that's besides touring and doing some of the other things to get heard. And never before in history has it been easier to be heard and to get your music out there. It has never become harder to be discovered because of the absolute cacophony of sound that is available on the internet today. Because anyone is able to put out anything, you no longer have the large aggregate tastemakers that you once did. Radio stations and different, magazines, even something like Rolling Stone, MTV has pretty much fallen completely by the wayside. They've all gone away from being tastemakers in the world, have put all the eggs into the Spotify or, Spotify is your dominant one as far as being the tastemaker for the music industry, those at the top upper echelon of it. And then everyone on the bottom is just left to swim and defend for themselves, which is why we have created the Academy to give as much education to this next generation of artists and their parents as well, who maybe are outside of the music industry, but are so passionate about helping their children achieve their dreams.
Do you know what? This was brought to me this week. I was looking for competitions for my artists who I look after. Now, we've got the Red Carpet Awards over in Holland, which if anybody would like to enter, please do now, because they have literally got 25% off at the moment if you enter now, okay? But there was something really interesting in what they vote this week. They were saying that they were disappointed in people who were putting in entries last year because the amount of people who put in their music but didn't represent themselves in a very good way whatsoever. They'd send in an MP3 track, a very short bio, a photo which didn't represent them, their music. And they were actually saying to artists, a lot of artists didn't win an award this year because they really felt that people underrepresented themselves. And in the music world where we are now, you have to be seen to be heard. At the end of the day, us artists out there need to be working a lot stronger to make sure that we can be seen as a brand. There's more artists out there than ever, and Phoenix Rise, we're there to support you. We're there to help you get yourself noticed, give you the tools to help you get noticed. It's exactly the same with the Scenes Project. There's so many projects within the Scenes Project which helps you get noticed, helps you get recognized. And you've got to be on top of your game these days. If you really want to be seen or you want to be heard on the radio stations, you've got to be on top of your game and you've got to be, putting 100% effort into it every single day. So yeah, we've got lots and lots that we can help you in the scenes, and also at Phoenix Rise, and our academy tutors are there to guide you one to one with songwriting, with musical presence, and lots of different things are coming up next year in 2026. So we're all going to try and help you as much as we can.
And speaking of helping, AJ, we have a big Christmas party coming up on the 21st of December. We are raising money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation, who are obviously helping young children in the worst of circumstances to be able to make that wish come true. And we are so grateful to have the opportunity to raise money for such an amazing organization, and also to have a chance to get together with all of our friends for a wonderful holiday party. AJ, tell us more.
The Christmas party's up here again. It's the 21st of December, 3 p.m. in the USA and the good old 9 p.m. in the UK. Make sure you bring your Christmas hats, your Santa records, and also plenty of Christmas cheer for the Make-A-Wish Foundation as we raise money for those children to have an amazing time with their families, because they truly, truly deserve it. These are children who are palliative care children, and they are children who need your support, and those families need your support. Let's give them one last amazing time together. Let's get them over to Disney World. Let's get them over to see their famous friends who they would love to go and visit. And let's have a fantastic party between the UK and the US and all those unsigned artists all over the world who have supported us. A special shout out to those who are sitting in Uganda at the moment at the orphanage over in the Hope Music Foundation.
We have had so many submissions already of independent artists sending in their holiday songs. You too can submit your songs by sending an email to the one scrolling across your screen right now, Bubba Startz at thesceneprojects.com. We would love to hear it, and we would love to play it at the Christmas party. Last year, AJ, you went for 17 hours. Do you think we can beat that this year?
It wasn't quite 17 hours. It actually felt like 17 hours, but it was only 5. But I'll tell you what, we can beat it. I'll tell you, there's a thing for Mind Charity UK, 24 hours of DJing as a challenge. And I think, you know what, we're going to take that on next year. But let's see how this Christmas party goes. I'm up for anything, me.
Can we keep
carry on
AJ
playing whenever needed.
Can we keep AJ up till sunrise?
I reckon, do you know what? As long as I've got plenty of Pepsi Max, the only drink in the UK, I'll be absolutely fine. Just trying to get sponsored by Pepsi Max. I don't know if it's ever going to happen, but
what do they
my
say?
advertising skills.
Fake it until you make it. I think if we just keep giving them the free publicity, eventually maybe somebody will call. This next song I'm going to play for you all is by my good friend Tyler Herwig. I had the Express. I had a great time. So they were both at the Josie's. Tyler was nominated for 5 Josie Music Awards this year, and I got to spend some time with him and his wife, May. Tyler is also a member of the Midwest Country Music Organization and has become a good friend of mine personally. I got to go back with them touring around Nashville after the awards show, and to see them shooting content all over, and to see how that content is now coming out on their social media channels with their sponsored ads, and what it truly takes to be a musician. You're talking about someone who invests thousands of dollars into their marketing every single month. And I don't believe that a lot of artists know what it takes to get to that level. Tyler is a member of the CMA, the Country Music Association, and it costs money to be in this business, right? It costs something. So you have to find the ways how to make that money, how to become a digital marketer, which is another facet of the academy that we're going to get into as well. Beyond the songwriting and the production, the marketing aspect is such a large part of it. And no one exemplifies that more in our circles, at least, than Tyler Herwig does. This man is live on TikTok up to 5 hours a day and is constantly putting his music out there to be heard, on top of an already busy touring schedule, over 200 dates a year. You can find out more about Tyler on our YouTube channel. He's been a guest on the Scene Projects. He has been a guest for the Songwriter Showcase, an absolutely incredible performer. This is his song, Enough, and I hope that you guys love it as much as I do.
I've been keeping all these secrets and hiding all of my feelings. Drinking every day just to cover them up. Wasted pieces of paper on changing and vapor. When would I figure out it was never enough? If I could change your mind, you know that I would. It's time to say goodbye. The point is understood. You told me that it wasn't enough, but you gave all you had for me. Before we went our separate ways, I can't blame you, I messed it up. Tell me you knew me at my best, but my worst was just too much for you. I'll take all the blame, I was just lucky to take you home. You've been telling me that you're heaven sent. The words you said didn't come from above. We used to be able to weather the weather. It rained and I changed, and you had enough. If I could turn back time, you know that I would. The days went by so fast, you did all you could. You told me that it wasn't enough, but you gave all you had for me. Before we went our separate ways, I can't blame you, I messed it up. Tell me you knew me at my best, but my worst was just too much for you. I'll take all the blame, I was just lucky to take you home. I'm sorry for the things I said, I never knew that I needed changing, and you couldn't save me. You told me that it wasn't enough, but you gave all you had for me. Before we went our separate ways, I can't blame you, I messed it up. Tell me you knew me at my best, but my worst was just too much for you. I'll take all the blame, I was just lucky to take you home. I'll take all the blame, I was just lucky to take you home.
That was Enough by my good friend Tyler Herwig, an incredible song. To hear it on stage with him, acoustic, live, last year around this time for our very first Songwriter Showcase was an incredible experience. A man that I truly look up to in this music world. I see how hard he works. He has a young family, a wife, and 2 small children at home, and he affords to feed that family with just his music. But it is a grind. I see how hard he works. Even though he is incredibly talented, it's his work ethic that gets him by in every way and every step along that path. So huge shout out to Tyler Herwig. Thanks for sending in your song, brother. I appreciate you.
Tyler, you definitely going in my playlist. Absolutely amazing voice. You know, to be over in the Jose's, to be in those finals, it's a tough call. So many good artists entering that competition now. But this young man, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna look him up because he deserves to go everywhere he is. I love hearing stories about, people putting 100% work effort into their music. And you can be walking a red carpet, you can be earning a living through the music industry. You've got to give 100% like graft in the music industry, and that guy is. And I think his family would be very proud of him, especially with a voice like that. It must be amazing for family members to listen and be proud of all the things that he does, for his family, especially with a voice like that. So yeah, that's definitely going on my playlist this year.
No, and Tyler is sober for 5 years plus now. I don't know that he's still counting, but it was a big part of his platform early on, right? Finding sobriety for him and committing himself to the music, committing himself to his faith. And that's a big part of his platform now. And obviously being a family man, but they are constantly creating content, whether it's his lives on TikTok or it's reels that they are creating and putting out there and putting a marketing budget behind so that they're being seen where they need to. He's really doing all the right things and he will soon be rewarded. Now, he hasn't won any of these awards yet. I think he's getting the bridesmaid treatment, but I promise you, Tyler, and we spoke about this at length at the Josies, is that to be nominated, especially when there's 86,000 plus submissions in 5 different categories, is a massive accomplishment. And even though you didn't take one of those awards home, you are being recognized on bigger and bigger stages. And maybe it's a CMA, maybe it is a Grammy that is in your future. And you will have all of these awards then to fall back on and a whole mantle full of them over time. So, and that's a calling to other artists as well, that it's not all about the awards. To be recognized as someone who has won the Content Creator of the Year award is an incredible achievement, but it's not all about those. People who have as much talent and work ethic as Tyler does don't need the awards to prove themselves. They prove it every single day. And you can do that same thing no matter how talented or how much money you have to produce your music. If you show up every day and you connect with other human beings, you are going to make it. And that's what I take away from Tyler and seeing his career progress. Is it's not always the talent or the awards that make or break an artist. It's the work that you're willing to do when no one is watching, and nobody works harder than Tyler Herwig.
Love it, love it. Well, I'll tell you what, I've got a special treat for you, Bubba. I got 2 ladies who are part of our academy now. I tell you, we're very blessed in the academy. We're very blessed here over the scenes and also at Phoenix that we have such talent available to us. Now, I've got a young lady called Debbie Kelly. Now, she is Patsy Cline's distant cousin. So, yep, the late great Patsy Cline's cousin is sitting in our academy who is willing to basically help people in the country music scene get to live out their dreams. Now, I know something about Debbie that not many people does. Now, there's one thing that she's very jealous of her cousin for is that she has not sung in the Grand Old Opry. And now, obviously, her cousin has sang a lot of time. It's Debbie's dream to sing in the Grand Old Opry. But I tell you what, Debbie Kelly has won many awards over there in the US, and she is an absolute godsend to the Academy because her belief in music is it's there. It's in your heart. It's basically you come into the music industry because you want to change people's lives. You want your words to resonate to all of those people that you wrote that song for. So she's coming out of the studio each week to help all those people out there to do better in their music, to improve, to help, to do whatever what's needed doing. But I'll tell you what, these two ladies met together. They're now best friends, and they sit in a studio, which is probably the same size as what yours is, Bubba. But there's two of them, so they literally sit in a garage together and make music together while they are sorting out their Christmas album. And they're two best mates. And I'll tell you what, they're a brilliant part of the academy. But there's look them up. Look at Debbie Kelly and Dory Dupin up. Have a look at their music, and I have got their latest duo which they've got up. Okay, so I'm gonna play that for you now, everybody. Hope you enjoy.
You bet that every cowboy's boots could tell a tale or two of honky tonks and bustin' broncs, the hardships that he knew.
Yeehaw.
They hit at night out on the range or dancing with his love.
You know that's me.
So if you wanna know the man, check out his boots, because every cowboy's boots are the story of the man. The kind of scars they bear show how hard he's worked the land. They tell of he's seen lean times, and if you look close there's more. 'Cause every cowboy's boots tell just what a man stands for.
You know how I love that man of mine. He went with me shopping at the Piggly Wiggly. We even did our laundry together. He even folded my drawers.
Oh, if he's shy, the toes will show the scuffs of kicking dirt
On you,
and if the heels bear no spare marks, no one or thing he'll hurt.
not me.
But if the straps are stretched tight, then he's used to being bold.
Numero uno.
You know that he loves God if in the stitching there's a cross. Oh, every cowboy's boots are the story of the man. The kind of scars they bear show how hard he's worked the land. They tell of he's seen lean times, and if you look close there's more. 'Cause every cowboy's boots tell just what a man stands for.
You know, he picked me up the other night and he even took me to the movies.
What you gonna see?
We saw Honky Tonk.
That ain't no movie.
I know.
Oh, if he's shy, the toes will show the scuffs of kicking dirt.
Oh, what a man.
And if the heels bear no spare marks, no one or thing he'll hurt.
Not him.
But if the straps are stretched tight, then he's used to being
Head
bold.
honcho.
You know that he loves God if in the stitching there's a cross. Oh, every cowboy's boots are the story of the man. The kind of scars they bear to show how hard he's worked the land. They tell if he's seen lean times, and if you look close there's more. 'Cause every cowboy's boots tell just what a man stands for.
Oh, how I love that man.
Yes, engraved in the leather is the man. And it's because they go with him through all of his steps and everything he does.
It does.
Every cowboy's boots are the story of the man. The kind of scars they bear show how hard he's worked the land. They tell of he's seen lean times, and if you look close there's more. 'Cause every cowboy's boots tell just what a man stands for. Yeehaw! Yee! 'Cause every cowboy's boots tells just what the man stands for.
I hear wedding bells, darling.
You don't hear no wedding bells.
I hear wedding
No,
bells.
you don't.
Yes, I do.
Hey, does he even got a ring for
Yes,
you?
he got me a ring.
What'd he get you?
He got me a cigar ring.
Ooh, Daddy's gonna be mad.
Yeah, I know.
Ladies are crazy, but Patsy Cline would have been very, very proud of that song. Well done, ladies. Thank you for bringing that bit of
I
cheer
adore
to the
those
Monday
two.
night.
Oh my goodness. Oh my, what a great little song, Debbie and Dory. Thank you so much for sharing that with us today. AJ, we are running up against time. I don't want to keep you up too late tonight. We got a big show coming up here in 13 days.
We've got a big show coming up in 30 days. Please join us on the 21st of December, 3 p.m. US time, 9 p.m. UK time. Make sure you got your Christmas hat. Make sure you got your Christmas songs. Make sure you're going to empty your pockets for the Make the Wish Foundation, okay? We will be with you on the 21st for our big Christmas party.
I got one more song I want to share with you today, AJ. This is by my good buddy, Brad Morgan. Now, Brad is a Midwestern country music artist residing down in Nashville now. He's a member of the CMA, but he's also a big member of the Midwest Country Music Organization, an organization that bestowed upon us the honor of Content Creator of the Year in 2024. And we hope to repeat again at the awards show next May. Brad was a big reason of why I joined the organization in the first place, and he's a constant inspiration to keep going as a songwriter and a performer now. This is a song that he released last year called Day One. I think you're going to like it.
Yourself on the top of the mountain, or see yourself as the best in the land. Wanna take that dream vacation? Maybe you're going through a 12-step plan. We all wanna get to that moment where we finally reach that goal. That you can do what you put your mind to. Just know that it's a long, hard road. Time ticks by like a flashing light. Take the first step to living your life. Set a goal, make a plan. Put in the work as hard as you can. When it comes to getting where you're going, you gotta get started before you get done. When you look forward to one day, just remember it starts with day one. Tell yourself you can do it later, that there's just no way. You can put it off with excuses, but why not start today? Time ticks by like a flashing light. So take the first step to living your life. Set a goal, make a plan. Put in the work as hard as you can. When it comes to getting where you're going, you gotta get started before you get done. When you look forward to one day, just remember it starts with day one. Flashing light, so take the first step to living your life. Set a goal, make a plan. Put in the work as hard as you can. When it comes to getting where you're going, you gotta get started before you get done. When you look forward to one day, just remember it starts with day one.
I love that song by Brad Morgan. That's Day One, a great little tune from a Midwest country music artist. Monkey says she likes it too. I bet, honey. I was here dancing myself.
We're all dancing even over in the UK. I tell you what, we've had some cracking songs tonight, and we have got to try and beat that tomorrow night. So send those songs in because, tell you what, it's only Monday, and we've still got 4 great nights of songs to go. And if it's going to start anything like Monday has, it's going to be some great music coming here to the Unsigned Spotlight show.
Incredible show, AJ. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight, this afternoon, whatever time it may be, wherever you're tuning in from. I'm so grateful for each and every one of our listeners and viewers. Remember, we always need you to subscribe over on the YouTube channel for the Scene Projects. Help us get those numbers up. Share this show with everyone that you know that loves great music, no matter of what the genre is. We had a lot of country music today, but we had some pop and some rock too. So you're always going to get a mix of what's out there and available on the independent artist radar. And we look forward to a lot more great music coming in, as those submissions are always open. You can submit to the email address rolling across your screen right now. A special shout out to Willie and Monkey tuning in from Missouri today. You know, I love you guys so much. A big thank you to you. And AJ, as always, a big thank you to you for joining me and spending a little bit of your evening with me 5 nights a week
Always
here
a
now
pleasure.
on the Scene Project.
Always a pleasure. I tell you what, no one's going to split us up. They'll be like this. Anyway, have a good afternoon. I am now off to bed. Well, not quite. It's not quite bedtime yet. 49 this year, so yeah, actually it's 8 o'clock, so I might actually get my slippers on and a nice warm cup of coffee. Have a great afternoon, evening in the US, and that we will see you in the UK tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Love you guys. Have a great day.
Welcome to Unsigned Spotlight, the daily live show from the Scene Projects. We shine a light on the best unsigned musical talent from around the world, featuring songs from independent artists across all genres. This is where passionate music heads, emerging artists, and curious listeners come together to discover what's next.